What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Respect the Game podcast. My name is Edward, named after a trilogy, that being my pops. Shout out to my mother and my grandmother for helping raise me too. Please make sure you go follow at EMAX Stats for all your up-to-date high school, pro, and collegiate sports coverage. We'll not disappoint. We'll keep you up to date on all that's going on in this sports world that we have. And I know y'all probably like, why fam, now got on glasses. We'll save that announcement for why we have on glasses after Sedacious introduces himself. But what is a podcast without your brother?
Yo, it is the one and only, the host with the most, that blows the most smoke, Black Peace, the rap plug, the hip hop plug. Be sure to go tap into Talkin Smoke podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your dope podcast from. Check me out, baby. Let's go.
It's your boy Lotta Rapper tapping in with you. You can follow me at Respect the Game Podcast. That's Sedacious on Cash App. Used to be Sedacious on Instagram, Sedacious on Twitter. You already know what it is. Let's go, man.
Yeah, man. So for many people on today is August the 16th. I don't necessarily know what particular area you are in listening to the podcast from, but I am pretty sure on this day of August 16th, the meteorologists in your local news probably predicted that this day would shine the brightest of all the days in the year. And that is why we have our sunglasses on. Why would the meteorologists say that on this particular day, it is going to shine the brightest? The sun is going to illuminate the earth far more than any other day on this throughout the year. That is because August 16th is the day our brother Shineheart Izzo was born. Today is his birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! So he's out on his time living up his birthday. My dog turned 28 today. So just paying homage to our brother Shineheart Izzo, charismatic, good, intellectual excellence that he gives on this podcast, as he likes to say, reporting in Iron Man, Big Brother Iron Man. He's today is Big Brother Iron Man's birthday. Salute to our brother. We love our brother. As I like
Happy
to
birthday,
call,
bro.
As I like to call him, a walking soundbite. The podcast definitely would not be what it is, what it has been thus far without our brother Shineheart Izzo, man. So we got our shades on because it has been shining extra bright on your birthday all day today, my brother. Yeah, man, don't take it for granted. Sincerely love you. Appreciate having you on the pod, and look forward to this marathon of a podcast with you. All righty, so today may be a light episode, but I think it is a very important episode. So, wife calls me. She goes make groceries. She's like, "Hey, downstairs, can't come home with the groceries." I'm like, cool, bet. So I mark up on the car, and we stay on the second floor of our apartment complex. Go downstairs, pull up on the car, scoping the situation out to see how many bags we're working with here. A lot, a little bit, what's going on here. But I feel like, as any man should, when he approaches the situation to have to transport the groceries from the car into the house, his instant thought process should be, how can I do this in one trip? And even if it doesn't look like you could do it in one trip because there's so many bags, you should at least try. And I had grabbed whatever my wife was giving me. I grabbed whatever bags she was giving me, and I was about to just take them upstairs, but someone said, "Hold on, like, is that everything?" She was like, "Oh no, it's a couple more things in here." And I just feel so insulted and disrespected that like she didn't like give me everything. I was like, "What's wrong with you? Like, do you know what KD said? You know who I am? I'm Kevin Durant." Like, I want to look at her and be like, "You know who you married? It's me. It's me. Give me all the bags. Like, this is a one trip operation around here." And so I was like, "Yo, is that all the bags?" She was like, "No." I was like, all right, well, like, let's see how many more bags we have left here. Because like we are coming back downstairs. I don't care what's going on. So I had the bags on my head and I scoped the situation. And like I said, it doesn't matter how many in there. I'm gonna be like, this could work. Yeah, if I have to die trying. But that second trip is just like the groceries are gonna have to fall in the street for me to know I couldn't do it all in one trip, right? And that just got me to thinking. I was just like, bro, like I just feel like I believe I've seen this post once before and it hit home because like it was like, all real dudes try to make one trip when like transporting the groceries, and like that name from however long ago I saw it like popped up in my head because I had been doing that as a kid, and as I grew older, I would basically kind of just hustle my siblings being the oldest and just hand them bags to like take in the house. But needless to say, in that situation, I got all those groceries up the stairs in one trip. And I had a case of juice to get up the stairs too. So, yeah, man. And it made me think, I was just like, bro, if I'm blessed to have a son and he reaches that age where I could be like, hey, come outside, me and your mama got the groceries. Like, I feel like that's gonna be like his first test of manhood. Like, if I see him be like, okay, all right, daddy, and I see him outside and the trunk pops or the door opens and he looks at the situation and scopes it out, if he don't be trying to drape grocery bags like up to his shoulder, I'm gonna be like, son, we need to sit down and have a talk. Because I fear for the way you're going out in the world and living your life by not trying to make this one trip. So that just made me ask y'all, Deja, I know you only have girls right now. Darnell, you have 3 boys. First, what is the appropriate age to expect your son to be able to take on one of the first tests of his manhood in transporting all the groceries out of the car into the house in one trip? What is an appropriate age for that?
I feel like there's no exact appropriate age. It's all about, I think it works both ways as far as a parent and also the child. If you're a parent, to me, those kind of things, it's like, it's problem solving. You know, you're trying to solve a problem. Sorry about that. You're trying to solve a problem, obviously, with one trip, right? So at the end of the day, you know, I start my kids off around 2, 3 years old. Basically, you can walk, you can pick up a toy, you can pick up a grocery. So it's like one of those things where it's like, it can be as early as, in my opinion, 9 years old. It just depends on, you know, the size of the kid, the age, the maturity. And at the end of the day, to me, it kind of just shows you how mature that kid is getting. It's funny you just said that. Because at the end of the day, a little kid, like, you already know, they're not going to try to do that. They just follow in orders. They get around 9, 10, and 11, you know, they don't want to do it. And it becomes that, okay, how can I fix this issue with one good trip? So, I mean, it just depends. But I would think appropriate age, like, okay, the cutoff age, 11. If you're not attempting to get all the groceries at 11 years old, you need to have you can talk to that kid and see what's up in their brain.
Dacius, what is your age?
So the question is, what age should the child be trying to take all the groceries, or what age should they be trying to take groceries, period?
What age should they be expected to be able to take all the groceries in one trip?
I would have to say I am not letting it get past 14, 15, to where you can't. And I say all of the groceries, but I don't mean all of the groceries at 14 and 15. I mean, you know, there's 3 cases of water, but there's a lot of bags. All of them bags got to come in the house at 14 and 15 and one trip, right? Because then you got to go back down, tuck one water under here, tuck another water under here, and you know what I'm saying, and have one water in your hand, and then go upstairs with 2 waters under your arm and 1 in your hand, right?
Added to, not everybody's situation may be you have to travel upstairs. So you don't even have a second floor you got to get to. That's added expectation that this needs to be a one trip for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'll say the younger the age, let me phrase that. The lower the sibling, the more you're expected, because your brother's gonna make you do more. And they're gonna make you like, hey man, you ain't carrying enough. That's what I went through. I was the baby of 3 boys in the house. So it's like you got the oldest brother, talking this crap. You got the second oldest, mumbling behind it. And I'm right there like, y'all talking all this mess. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab as many as I can, get y'all off my back. So there's that little bit of a twist right there. If you're the youngest male sibling, you kind of expect it to be like 8 years old, bro, like beasting it, to be honest. I know it's young, but just from the hierarchy, yeah. 14, bro, y'all being nice.
All right, so this leads to the next question. If your son does not attempt to, at whatever point, whatever age you deem necessary, attempt to take all the groceries in one trip, is it an exaggerated sign that he will grow weak and or be a beta male? Is that a fair assessment?
It's a fair assessment if and only if the actions behind that continue to suggest so. It's not if that can be fixed, and with that being fixed, that allows other behavior, you know what I'm saying, other behavior to be fixed as well. And so no. So I think, yeah, to answer your question, if behavior like that continues, excuse me, I'm having brain farts. If behavior like that continues, then yeah, I see the path. I see the one way.
I don't see it. I don't see necessarily that. I just think about problem solving. Because to me, it's not more on manhood by doing it. To me, it's on problem solving. It's about, do you really want to go this many times? It ain't about like, are you strong enough necessarily? It's like, do you really want to go this many times? Like, what's the best solution? So like being a beta male, not necessarily. I just feel like your problem solving is going to technically start sucking. Or I think you may be distracted by something. Because like I said, to me, it's common sense to want to try to get as many as you can and bring it to that, to the goal, to the destination. And to me, it don't seem like more of manhood. It feels like problem solving.
But I feel like this is something that clicks before it's instructed. So in my mind, as you're growing up, whenever your dad decides he not finna get groceries no more, he finna send his son, or whenever a single mom decides, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna call my son, he gonna run downstairs, right? I feel like when you're going through that process is when it clicks. I don't think nobody ever tells us, hey, try to get all those bags in one trip. No, we be playing the game and we get a call and it's ton of groceries. And you know what I mean? And we accept the challenge because we really want to get back on the video game. So for that to not happen for someone, I guess I would agree with Darnell. Then that would just mean that their critical thinking and problem solving skills just haven't matured to where they need to be at that point.
Or there's a bigger problem, in my opinion. Like, there's actual issue. Like, to me, like I said, it clicks in your head. Like, hey, let me just get this one time. Like, and maybe like some actual serious issues, maybe not, but something may actually be bothering that kid. Maybe a girl, maybe you as a parent, y'all be beefing away. Maybe if it's something beef, it's like something's wrong. Like that's an indicator of like my oldest son goes down there and not attempting to get as many as he can. Hey, bro, what's wrong?
Hey, and honestly, we could possibly be onto something because, you know, who's thinking about this? Who's thinking about the fact that their son is not being cooperative in certain aspects because they, as between 8 and 15-year-old, are going through something? What we do is what our parents did. You're a child, you stay in my house, blah, 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 blah. This and that and the third. And you never really know. So these could be keen times where you can be paying attention to your child and, I guess be proactive about it. But that's a good question because, like I said, I feel like the behavior pattern moving forward does matter because if you have to fix what's wrong with you because you don't want to get the groceries, and then have to fix what's wrong with you don't want to wash the dishes, and then have to fix what's wrong with you don't want to clean your room, then it's only, in my mind, it's only one way of fixing
it. Yeah. Yeah, the good old disciplinarian. Yeah, man. Darnell, do you find yourself, how much did your parenting change compared to when you inherited your first two sons, then you had your daughter, and then you got a son straight from the infant stages? Like how does like fatherhood and parenting vary in terms of like building your son up and being tough on him, but at the same time, I guess being tough on your daughter, but maybe not as much as you are on your sons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like I tell them all the time, we a team. We a team, and everybody has, this is a family of team. Like each person in this household, we have a job to do, and it's not a job of how you say labor and paying off. It's out of like love. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like some straight out
Well,
of
you're
the
not
comic
breaking
book type
child
stuff.
labor laws.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. It's one of those things where it's like we do this to keep our bond strong and care for each other. And like, sometimes as a parent, I get on myself of like maybe being too hard on them, maybe not doing enough for this, maybe not doing enough of that. But as life goes on, I start noticing, okay, my oldest is being that leader I need him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the hardest on my oldest because I know, like, bro, you're next. Something happened to me, you next up, whether you want to or not. And I have to sculpt you that way to be ready for that. My second oldest, I have him being more of a, how would you say, learning to be a big brother type. It was hard for him at first because he never thought he was gonna have siblings, and then bam, two back to back. So he's learning to be one, and that's his position, is to be the glue of the siblings. Then of course you have my princess. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the lightest on her, but I've given like certain how would you say it? Certain
Privileges,
instructions. Yeah, there you go. Not even privileges, but certain instructions to my wife.
Amenities.
Yeah, well, no, I gave my wife certain, like, babe, I gave her heads up first of all, like, hey, it's my daughter, it's my princess. This is a girl. This is special. I feel like every man gonna have. Yeah, exactly. You gonna have to take that lead. I'm gonna back you up, 100,000%. I don't want no girl to turn. Hey, it's my baby girl. I don't want her to turn out bad. So I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna, show her how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's supposed to be, is be the woman of the children. And then I got my baby boy who's, he's learned all these things from his older siblings, from his sister, from his brother, from his oldest. And, I just kind of rock it like that. Like that's their jobs. Like the youngest is to learn from the siblings. The daughter is to be the lady of the bunch. And, you have the glue, and then you have the leader. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's like I tell my wife all the time, I gotta treat them differently, because if I don't, it's not gonna work out the way it's supposed to. My leader's not gonna be the leader. My glue's not gonna be the glue. My daughter's not gonna be the lady I need her to be, and my son's not gonna have nobody to look up to. You know what I'm saying? So to kind of like answer it, I do treat them different, and it's complex. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you have more than one child, it should be an understanding of like where everybody's role is, no matter what the how you say it, the structure of your family is. So I feel like once everybody knows their role in a certain sense of being a team, you want, whether it's, you know, a baby mama, baby daddy, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know their role, and we can all just, you know, we can raise these kids to the best of our abilities. I feel like some people lose track of that when it comes to these kids, like just finding a winning formula for the kids to win. You know what I'm saying? So cutting myself short. You know, I can talk about my kids all day.
Bro,
We know.
that was beautiful. That was beautiful, bro. Very well said.
Yeah,
It's
man.
all good, man.
So transitioning over, a quick update. So for those who been listening to the podcast, remember we had the episode apologizing, snitching, and graduating. The graduation was wrapped around the lady who was graduating from FAMU. She took a very controversial photo near the FAMU monument of their rattlesnake mascot. She was basically nude. She called it her graduation photo. People were like, "Yo, what are you doing? You shouldn't have did that." That wasn't painting the school in a good light. You're making yourself out here look crazy. And so I had went back to read back up on it even further and deeper, because I admit too, I was guilty of just the headline. But old girl claims that she always takes controversial or seductive photos. Mind you, again, she took this picture on FAMU's campus near the mascot monument, butt naked. And she said, one, she always takes, seductive, controversial photos. And she also said that she's a rapper. And I took that as her using that as promo or whatever the case may be. But even with that, I haven't stumbled across any music. So I'm not sure if that plan worked or not. However, there were talks about her potentially, being fined or not receiving her degree, her diploma, because of the picture she took on the campus. And her reply to that was, "Hey, if y'all don't give me my diploma, I have some dirt that'll really have the school looking crazy about what I know about the information I have on 3 professors at the university." Again, we're talking about FAMU. Sedacious.
I believe
You believe me?
it. I ain't gonna lie.
You're not gonna call her bluff. You're gonna give her her demands.
Oh yes,
her degree.
Yes, sir. Excuse my language. Yes, sir. I most certainly will. Why play with her like that? She went through what she went through to get what she had to get. I don't get what the issue is. Give the lady her belongings. It's literally hers. She literally paid for it, and with her money and her time. I don't understand this. So what? She feels free and liberating with her body. Who cares? Like, bro, she did what she had to do. Bottom line. So give her stuff before she make y'all look even worse than, and I don't even feel like she made y'all look that bad in the picture. Have y'all seen the picture?
It may spike up their mail enrollment.
Like, bro. Anyway, I thought she had on the sachet. It was the long snakes that she had running down. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, give her things. That's it. At this point, it's theft if you don't give it to her.
So, Darnell, what do you go ahead?
This is chess, not checkers, player. She was playing chess the whole entire time, I feel. If she already knows, if she already does these kind of pictures, she knows the kind of slack that comes with it. She already knew. 3 professors? Come on. She already had that in the back pocket, player. She already, like, no.
Checkmate.
She had this all set up. She gonna get publicity from it. She gonna get imaginary promo for her music from it. And she gonna have people blackmail from it. She had to have been playing from the get-go. Not saying it's nothing wrong with it, but she had a goal to pursue, and she took care of the loose ends.
She said
she the woman having the lymphoma.
She said timing was everything because she did it like bop, bop. Like, oh, I'm done, and this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And if you don't let me do it, good luck.
Yeah, this it's not to the degree of her taking a photo, but just in terms of, I guess, trolling the administration for not giving you your diploma or trying to find you there. I don't know if y'all seen this on social media, but dude was like fined, or they was holding his degree because he danced on stage or something when accepting his diploma. And how much ever it was, he ended up paying his fine to the school in like a tub full of pennies, and like took it up to the school to like pay them back. So yeah, her story of being like, all right, y'all want to play with me, kind of reminds me of that too. But yeah.
So he really did not like the school that he went to. He was like, I'm finna dance on their ass, and I don't care what they do. And they fined him. He was like, oh, they gonna find me? Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, man. We're not gonna hold y'all beautiful people long. If you're just not listening to this week's episode and you haven't caught up on like the last 5 episodes coming out of the summer, no, we took a hiatus, but we back episodes every week. We was not at full strength, but I won't even say we are at full strength because our brother's presence on his birthday today shining the brightest. We know he here with us. Definitely wishing our brother Shine Hard Izzo. Cash App, that's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Shine Hard Izzo. Send our dog some cash. And make sure you'll probably be hearing this after his birthday, but when you hear it, just make sure you put on your best shades. So yeah, man. Thank you, beautiful people, for listening to this week's episode. We're going to continue being consistent, giving y'all great content, great conversation every week. Happy birthday again to our brother Shine Hard Izzo. We love you. And this is the Respect the Game podcast. We will see you beautiful people next week.